You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, presented by the only one media group. This is the people's choice for quality interviews, celebrities and special guests. Hosted by Demetrius Dinny Reynolds. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. For the complete archive of episodes, visit onlyonemediagroup.com and be sure to like us on Facebook at Vigilantes Radio. We welcome all. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. Enjoy the show.
Yo, what is going on? And welcome to another awesome episode of Vigilantes Radio. I am your host, dini-mussolini, and there are over 28,000 of you guys right now in our chat room, on the phone lines, Google Hangout, Skype, the browser, all the plugins that we use to run these episodes. You guys are filling them up, and I appreciate that greatly. We have a very special guest for this late evening, so you should definitely stick around for that. So, comfort often is not even comfortable. Comfort is simply what we're used to. The marathon runner is more comfortable running than he is sitting still, even though running is a very demanding physical effort. The successful salesperson is more comfortable making calls than making excuses. The couch potato is more comfortable being uncomfortably overweight than getting up and walking around the block a few times. Much of what we consider comfortable isn't even very pleasurable. In fact, it is often downright unpleasant. Yet it is what we are accustomed to, and that's why we cling to it. Comfort is in the eye of the beholder. Commitment, focus, and effective effort can be just as comfortable as laziness and indulgence. Is your desire for certain comforts holding you back? Then re-examine and redefine what you consider to be comfortable. Become comfortable doing the things that will move you in the direction of your dreams. Take that from me, dini-mussolini. That is my word, and word is bond.
You're live in the mix. Let's get this started.
Yo, hello, and welcome to another awesome episode of Inside the Music, or the book, or film, or even the business, where we dive into the minds of the people who create these marvelous things. It feels so good to be back with you guys once again. Big ups to my folks who are indigos, crystalline, or the starseeds, for my Vigilantes audience family, for my hooligans, and shout out to my people who are vegetarian or vegans. If you're in a struggle like me, we are averaging over 37,000 live listeners, and we've been at this for 5 solid years. I appreciate to all you guys who've been rocking with the kid on this journey, and we are still evolving, baby. It is all because of you, most definitely. We are the people who have dedicated their lives to music, spirituality, business, literature, art, films, and research in every aspect. And we want to allow you an opportunity to tell your story. Man, we've had celebrities on our show, from Grammy Award-winning artists, nominees, to actors, comedians, CEOs, technology revolutionaries, visual artists, from authors to professors, and vampires. Or people who think they're vampires. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. Come on our show and talk to me. So check it out to book your interview or to appear on my other show called Skeptics. Email me at vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com, and that's V as in Victor. We hope to get the stories behind these unique people and give them a chance to tell their truth to us and the universe. That is Vigilantes Radio sole purpose. You know the number to dial, 701-801-9813. Share that number with your buddy right now and tell them to tune in to connect with us or our guests, or you can hop in the mix directly from our website, which is onlyonemediagroup.com. Right from the homepage, you can slap that go live button and you'll be here live in the mix and in the chat room with all of us. So feel free to shoot over some questions to ask our guests while they are here, but only as time permits. Sometimes my guests and I talk entirely too much. And as always, all episodes are available for free download, and you can grab that from either Spreaker.com/only1mediagroup, iTunes, Player.fm, YouTube, any app from the Google Play or iTunes Store, or over at our website. And that goes for every single episode that we've ever aired.
All right, guys. Today's interview is the Mr. Everythang Interview. And again, I am your host, dini-mussolini. So let's go ahead and dive deep and invite him on. Mr. Everythang, you're now live in the mix with all of us. How is it going?
Hey, what's happening? Can you hear me, man?
Oh, yeah. I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, cool, bro. Yeah, no, everything's great, man. How you doing, brother?
Oh, man, everything is wonderful, man. Unfortunately, though, man, I'm still living in 2018, trying to catch up.
Nah, you got it, man. You got it.
Yeah, man.
Your spirit is already here in 2019, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up with it. I wasn't ready.
I know it's been a lot on my end as well, man, but we steadily overcome it, man.
Definitely, man. So how has the year been for you, man? I think we're, 29 days in now?
Man,
how's it going for you?
Man, every day is a great day. I'm always wonderful, but, my year started off with Kwanzaa, and, okay. This month, man, I've gone through some things, man. I done had some, enemies trying to set me up to get sacrificed and killed, man. So, I ended up getting in a huge wreck after performing with Young Jeezy in Tallahassee. So my car was totaled and everything like that, man. So yeah,
man.
But yeah,
man,
I'm still here.
I was with you, bro. Yeah.
Nah, I'm good, man. I'm still here, man. Hey, unscathed, not a mark on my body. All the marks done fell off, man. I'm too solid, man.
Yes, sir. And I was reading your accolades, man. You have a lot of impressive things that you do. A lot of impressive things.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah. I'm always striving, to better myself,
Yeah, definitely. I'm highly impressed, man. Your name. So you said you celebrated Kwanzaa and your birth name.
Oh, yeah.
So what's your background with your religion, if you will, or your heritage, better yet?
Yeah, I don't profess any, standardized religion. I'm more about, spirituality. So I'm in the Kemetic or Kemetu spiritual system of ancient Egypt, but, all spirituality, stems from that, just to let it be known, man. So I decided to go to the source, man, to the source, a true spirituality, man.
Definitely. Now, I know this may be a little off topic, but, this is an interview about you as an artist, as a person, the man behind the music.
As a person? Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I've been noticed like this fad lately for the past few years about, black conscious community. Honestly, I think it's a bit fad.
Hey, I don't doubt that at all, bro.
Yeah.
You understand me? I don't doubt your position at all, man. I've seen this happen, in the 80s, the late 80s. You had Public Enemy, et cetera, always speaking up for our people, which is righteous, and now, in the early 2000s, you had Common Sense, Talib Kweli, Mos Def, a lot of people standing up for our folks, and, it's that time again, man, but I do understand where you're coming from, a lot of people are situational, You know, as for me, this has been my life. You know what I mean? Just letting it be known. This has been my life. You know, my father was a Black Panther at one point in time. My mother, you know, was a first female president of the NAACP in Okaloosa County, Florida. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? I was a little kid going to Black in Government seminars and conferences, you know, tagging along. So I come up a lot differently than most. This isn't just for right now. This is my life, man.
So with that background itself, do you feel any pressure to be a pillar of your community?
Oh man, nah, man, not in that square type of sense. You know what I mean?
Really?
I think you know, not like that, man. Your first goal, man, should be to be a man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's number one, man, is to be a man. And if you're a man, you fulfill all those things. I don't need to be a pillar of the community. Just me being there is a pillar. You know, people can see me. They can see my actions. You know, not on that square tip like I need to be a leader or, you know what I mean, or something like that, or a part of an organization. You don't need to be a part of no organization. You know what I mean? The creator himself, you know, will organize you, you know, to be that person. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Are people looking at you to be a leader of some sort?
Nah, I seriously doubt it, man. A lot of people don't even know I exist, man.
I wouldn't say that. I always tell artists, you can have a whole crowd of people who listen to you but won't say anything.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
You never know who your fans are. It could be, you know, your biggest fan, but they may not say anything.
That's true, brother. That's true. Yes, sir. Never know, man. Somebody's always watching you, you know, an old person or a young person. You know what I mean? So the way you conduct yourself, you know what I mean, that makes you a pillar, man. You don't, you know what I mean, need to stand up or, you know, do no square stuff or try to fit into a box or be an elected official or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Just be who you are in front of the people who see you.
Right on.
Yes,
so,
sir.
man, well, let's start at your musical journey. How did becoming Mr. Everything even start?
Well,
and you can go back as far as you want.
Yeah, we gonna go back, homie. Mr. Everything has nothing to do with music. Let's get that understood. That has nothing to do with music. That actually occurred in school, where, you know, certain individuals knew how I was moving and knew who I was. And they're like, man, you know, this dude is probably one of the toughest dudes up in this school. You know, he must be skipping class or something. We never see him. No, I was in honors and AP classes. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So they never saw me in their classes. So they always thought, you know, man, I was a dude who had, you know, knives in his socks, you know, a razor blade in his cheek. You know what I mean? I was that dude, man. So, you know what I mean, for me to be who I was, you know, who I really was and who they perceived me to be, you know, were stark contrast. You know what I mean? That's how I got the name Mr. Everything. They're like, man, shoot, this dude has a 3.7 GPA. We never see him in school. We thought he was skipping school this whole time. You know, he's involved in this, he's involved in that. He's the best at sports. He's the best in the class. I mean, you know, that's how I got the name Mr. Everything, or Everything. That's how I got the name.
So you like a gangster nerd jock?
That, man, you said it right there. No. You said it right there. I've had females actually call me exactly what you just said, the gangster nerd. Wow. I'm that dude, man. Yeah.
A gangster nerd jock.
Hey, I'll be that.
Man,
you know, that's the whole thing, man. You can't put me in a box, man. You know what I mean? And I think too many settle for that box, man. You know what I mean? A lot of people's like, hey, I want to be super tough. You feel me? Or the situation I've been put in has made it so I have to be. That's not all you have to be. That's not all you have to be. Who told you that? Who told you that? Somebody did, though. And that's the problem. Somebody did. somebody saying something, you know, negative instead of positive, you know, to build somebody up, man.
Yeah. That's the way the society works, though. You know, it's a cycle, a vicious cycle.
I see it. And the cycle is speeding up to an unexpected end of most. You know what I mean? It's speeding up. You know what I mean? It's accelerating from an early age. You know what I mean? It's accelerating.
Oh, yeah.
And where we're going, I don't know. But I can tell you right now, it's nowhere positive. Sorry to rain on it.
All right. Well, let's jump back to this musical journey of yours.
Yeah. Well, music, man, that's always been around me. You know, my parents, they always had, you know, music in the house. You know, thinking about Thriller, you know, Michael Jackson, you know what I mean? That was the album right there to me, man. And that's where I get kind of my whole thing from, man. I'm going to always wear suits whenever I perform. You know, tuxedos or a suit. Michael Jackson in that all white on the Thriller cover. Man, what you talking about? What you talking about?
Okay, you speaking my language now. Suit.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, you don't get no flyer than that, man, with the light on.
No, it don't, man.
You don't get no flyer than that. So I've always been, you know, one to dress as a gentleman. You know, a gentleman of leisure. You know, you're not going to see me in those socks and you know, sandals. You're not going to see me in your most expensive sneakers. You know what I mean? You know, I wear dress shoes, man. I'm a gentleman. I'm a grown man. So the music started with my parents, and then, you know, kind of carried over in recent times to my mother's brother. He was a blues singer in Houston back in the day, and he recently passed away last year. And his, you know, left-handed guitar and all that stuff fell to me, and it just seems like I've just picked up this music again. You know, it's been in me all this time, but it's just like with him dying, I'm not even lying. It wasn't even a month later. I was in the studio with an album in mind. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
First time recording.
Yeah, first time recording. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. See, this is the thing a lot of people don't understand, man, is that, you know, music, hey, man, it's a spiritual thing. It's spiritual. It's a spiritual thing. You know, it's unfortunate, you know, to come across a lot of the egos that are out there. You know what I mean? It's you know, we live in an egotistical society, man. And, you know, in this industry, I've seen so much egoism. Like, man, goodness. I mean, but this is a spiritual thing. Music is spiritual. You have the ability to change a person's mood, a person's thought. You know what I mean? The whole stream of their blood, you can change that with this music. So what are you doing with it? I mean, that's my question. You feel me? If I could ever pose a question to any artist that's out there, painter, you know, pottery, you know, whatever you do, man, graffiti, whatever it is, man, you know, rapping, country, whatever, what's your message? What are you doing with your art? Who are you talking to? How are you swaying the people, man? Is there anything besides, you know, are you altering the alternative? You know what I mean? Anywhere embedded deep in what you're saying. Are you just on the drum? You know, are you on the drum? Are you a monkey on the drum? You know what I mean?
Man, that's a great question. Very great question.
Yeah. This is spiritual, man. This music is spiritual, man. This is how the Creator speaks through us to other people, man. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. This is how the Creator speaks to us and through us to other people, man. So there has to be some, you know, whether it's indirect or direct, there has to be some sort of message in there. There should be.
Right. Yeah.
Should be. Yeah.
Okay. So you said your uncle passed last year?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you go into the studio and you come out with a full album.
Literally, just like
Literally. Like that.
Literally.
And the idea of dropping 3 more albums.
Just like that, man. Just like that. I'm gonna tell you, I recorded the Advent album. I recorded the Advent album in 6 hours.
What?
Just bam. In 6 hours.
Okay. Wow.
The whole album was recorded. You know what I mean? And that lets you know it's a spiritual thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, everything I do is planned. Everything is thought out. Everything I do is planned. Everything is organized. Everything I divulge and give and lay on display is for a reason. Just as everything in everybody's life is for a reason. So it's up to people to pick up on that. But yeah, I laid that whole album out in 6 hours, man. You know,
man.
And this is a journey. You know, I came up with 3. It's, you know, everything righteous always comes in 3s, man. The mother, the father, the child, you know what I mean? The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, you know, Asar, Aset, Heru, it all comes in 3s, man, you know. Yep. And I have a story to tell, you know. I have a story to tell. So I'm telling the story on here, you know what I mean? All these 3 albums, it's a story. It's one whole story, you know what I mean? You know? So
and
right
you
now,
haven't,
no, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, you haven't touched any magical stones, have you, or discovered alchemy?
No, I haven't done that in, I guess, lay terms, you know what I mean? But spiritually, I'm sure I have, man. But nah, I've read the book, you know, The Alchemist and all that.
That's amazing, man. An album in 6 hours.
Yeah, man. Nah, man. I mean,
that's amazing.
But hey, that's what happens when you move with a purpose. You know what I mean? When you plan something out and you moving in that purpose and with a purpose, man, there's nothing. I don't care what comes around, man. There's nothing that's gonna prevent that from being done. You know? And the way things are moving quick, fast. So things are gonna start getting done for the righteous quick, fast. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Putting things together quick, fast. Making a presence on the scene quick, fast. Disappearing quick, fast.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was doing my research, man, and I typed your name in, you know, the Google search. You dominated a bunch of pages, man. Very impressive presence on the web.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Do you feel like the internet is a place of connection or disconnection?
Man, it's one and the same. You know what I mean? It's all on the person. It's all on the person, man. You know, I'm gonna tell you like this. The internet's been an awesome way for me to connect with people. I wouldn't know probably half of what I know now if I hadn't connected with certain people online. You know what I mean? You have to use communication. You know, communication is very important. You know what I mean? Linguistics is very important. That's the first way that we can relate to one another, man. So people have to relate to one another. Use it for something good. Relate to one another. You know what I mean? Communicate. Every person who follows me online, I done hit them back, man. Hey, I appreciate the follow. You know what I mean? This is another person. This is another being on the other side of that. Now, if I was using it for disconnect, I'd be like, oh, man, I got all these followers, man. Yeah, man. People following me, and I ain't fixing to even follow them back, man. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That's a disconnect. You know what I'm saying? But I use mine to connect, man. You know what I mean? I use mine to connect, man. You got to use this for everything, man. There's no such thing as good and evil per se, but yet there is something good and there is something evil. It's the same side of each coin, of one coin. You know what I mean? It's different sides of one coin, excuse me, man. You know what I mean? It's all one and the same. All is one, man. So it's all up on the person, man. I wouldn't be able to connect with you right now if we didn't have this technology. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. So, does your music as a solo artist allow you you to express anything different than if you would have been in a group?
Oh, definitely, man.
Is that the main reason why you're not in a group?
Oh, man, yeah. You know, when I was a child, I was the only child. When I was a man, I was the only man. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
You know, in order to have your own mind, you know what I mean, it's important to be able to be alone, man. You know what I mean? As a person and as an artist as well. There's no way you can develop in a group. There's no way. There's no way you can develop in a group. Now, the awesome thing, which I've never seen before, would be, well, I take that back. I have seen it in some R&B dudes. Hey, let individuals develop themselves as individuals and then come together as a group. Then the message is going to be profound, man. You know what I mean? The message would be profound. Now, if I were to be in a group right now and then try to be a solo artist, the message wouldn't be there, bro. It would have been lost in that, you know, in that environment, that group environment. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, how is your relationship with the state of Florida and Nevada?
Oh, man. Well, I was born in Florida. I was conceived in, you know, Athens, Greece, man, with my dad, you know, playing basketball and stuff like that. So I was born in Florida, man. Specifically Northwest Florida, Fort Walton Beach, Florida. You know, Lovejoy, Sylvania Heights area, this area. And then Nevada. You know, I ended up going to Vegas after being on the West Coast in Orange County for a little bit, making moves out there in Cali. And things just got a little bit too bad, you know what I mean, as far as financially, you know, with the cost of a living. Like, hey, man, everybody I knew from L.A. in the Bay were moving to Vegas. I was like, man, shoot, let me check this out, man. I started to see how my homeboys were living. I said, hell, yeah, man. And it's still no state income tax like Florida. Oh, yeah, I got to do both of these.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my relationship, man. You know, Florida is me, you know, from my infancy, and Vegas is that grown man.
All right. So how much support is there for your music in Nevada?
Oh, man, I always get love, man. I get all the DJs from off the strip hitting me up. You know, I mean, I get love, man. I'm getting love in Florida, too. You know what I mean? I get love there. You know, I performed at the Young Jeezy concert in Tallahassee. Also, let's see. I'm doing this interview with you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I've been getting a lot of love all the way around, man, from the West Coast to down here in the South, man. I've been getting a lot of love, man.
So what about upcoming live plans for 2019? You have plans to sticking close to home, or are you planning on taking yourself out on the road?
Nah, man. I got to get out, man. Got to get out, man. So I'm looking to do, you know, some promotional / you know, getting myself on in different cities all around this country, man. I can't stay in one place, man. I got to let people hear me. And I would love to be able to get out to, you know, Germany, a place where I done lived before, and just return some sort of home, you know, with them, man.
Oh, wow.
And show some love overseas, man. Those are some of our biggest fans, man. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I want to be where the love is at. You know, I want to go to Africa, to Morocco. I want to go where the love is at.
Yeah. How comfortable do you ever find yourself at any point artistically?
Man, if you're a real artist, you're never comfortable, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How can you be comfortable? You know what I mean? We evolve so much faster than most people. You know, I'm not talking down to nobody, but people are artistically, inclined. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're very eclectic people, real different type of dudes, man, and females, man. So,
yeah.
You should never be comfortable. If you're a true artist, man, you're always changing, you're always evolving, and you definitely want to share that with the world. So, yeah.
Right on. Okay. So how intense does the creative process become for you?
Man, it's not, I guess it's how you perceive it. Maybe time-wise, the way, the information is brought to you and how you relay it. Mm-hmm. Man, it's so fast that it may be intense, you know what I mean? But I think it's a very relaxed process for me, I think it's a very relaxed process for me. Everything comes smoothly, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you tied spiritually, you know what I mean? The information gets disseminated quickly, man.
Right. So with time, man, sometimes time is a factor. Sometimes it is, and I wish sometimes there's 48 hours in the day, but that's not a luxury that we're not afforded.
Right.
But it just seems to disappear when you're busy and when you're focused. When you're focused the most, that's when time just seems to be non-existent. Because you always got to be promoting something, tweeting this, posting this. You got to write, you got to record, just to stay relevant in today's world. And I know it can be exhausting to keep up with, the trends, fans reaching out to you, people in the industry reaching out, promoters, PR companies, the works. But as an independent artist, people don't really understand the workload that goes into it. It's almost like a 9-to-5 job when you're on social media, and then not to mention the music itself. But how do you know where to apply the focus?
Man, that's an excellent question, man. You touched on a lot of different things there.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know what it's like, including myself. You know what I mean? I'm just diving into this, man. You know what I'm saying? And, I've always been a one-man army, all my life, man. I've been a one-man army all my life. So for me to, talk to different PR companies, always following back fans, doing my own posts, setting up video shoots, doing, attire, getting models, handling my own business outside of this business and other businesses outside of those businesses, man, yeah, it's a lot, man. But, man, you living. What you talking about? Mm-hmm. You in your purpose, man. It's, you know what I mean? A lot of people don't know. It takes a lot, man. It does, man. But I'm just being honest with you. I'm fulfilling my purpose. I wouldn't want to do anything else, man. You know what I mean? I may not have the most fans in the world, you know what I mean? And in all honesty, I don't mean to be, I could care if I only had one, you know what I mean? I'm talking to that one, you know what I mean? That one's going to turn into 1 billion, you know what I mean? Over time. And I'm not talking about fans. I'm just talking about what I can implement in that individual. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes,
and that's how I look at things, man. You know what I mean?
It sounds like connection is a real important part that goes along with your music.
Brother, yeah, that's the whole purpose of this. You know what I mean? That's the whole purpose of this, man, is to continue to build connections, righteous connections. You know what I mean? To build people up, to connect with somebody on a level to where you build them up. You know what I mean? To connect on a level to where you steer somebody away from doing what you done did. You know what I mean? I'm going to show the good, the bad, the ugly, the in-between. And some people think the good is good and the bad is bad, but there's no place like in-between where you don't know where the hell you at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, man.
Man, words of the wise. I'm trying to connect.
Yeah, man. So I'm trying to connect with everybody. I don't care who you are. You know what I mean? I'm trying to connect with everybody in some sort of positive light before I leave this place, man.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. We are at our break. After the music break, it'll be time for our usual tradition. It is called the hot seat. And our fans love this part of the segment, of course, along with the actual interview. But the audience will get a chance to hear from Mr. Everything. Either he'll sing for us, because I heard he can sing. Not sing, I heard he can sing. So he may do that for us. He may do some poetry or inspirational speech. You know, he has that aspect too. Spoken word, freestyle raps, jokes, stories, live instruments from our special guest. You never know what these creative minds and vessels will produce in the spotlight. And tonight we'll find out if Mr. Everything has what it takes to be put on the spot, a test of his true artistry. But for right now, we have Mr. Everything with his song, Grand Piano. We'll be right back.
Yeah, motherfucker, yeah, you know that I'm Jangling Keys, big grand piano, blind grandma, she gon' notice me. Breaking all these goddamn money machines. Yeah, motherfucker, yeah, you know that I'm Jangling Keys, big grand piano, blind grandma, she gon' notice me. Breaking all these goddamn money machines. Better get your bitch home, boy, she eyeing me. I'm checking all these traps and I'm checking IDs. I'm high up, somewhere near 33 degrees. On this cold mountain, coming down on snow skis. Get up off your ass and stop fucking that couch. Automatic drip system, so there's no drought. All faces in the same direction when I count. Until I'm dead, she always gonna be my cash cow. Foreign comets, petrified mosquitoes in my palm. Oh yeah, you know that Big Daddy Kane, he likes it raw. In U.S. cities, my quality is still the top. Do yourself a favor, never say what you saw. Condor overlooking city, still reeks of gasoline. Rolex mother pearl, man, I love that fucking sheen. Every day I'm bringing in your family's salary. You gotta get vetted if you wanna know me. These suckers swear to God that they ballin', but they button. Hardest thing for y'all snitches to do is say nothing. A farmer, John Trapper, ain't shit to go hunting. Dig a ditch for you real quick, baby, it ain't nothing. Yeah, motherfucker, yeah, you know that I'm Jangling Keys, big grand piano, blind grandma, she gon' notice me. Breaking all these goddamn money machines. Yeah, motherfucker, yeah, you know that I'm Jangling Keys, big grand piano, blind grandma, she gon' notice me. Breaking all these goddamn money machines. I'ma get my money how I want to, bitch, I don't care. No talking even if you strap me to an electric chair. With my cars and clothes, I'm already up in next year. Yeah, man, I know this shit right here just ain't fair. Wake up with my gun and go and read the Wall Street Journal. Hot like I woke up in hell with a thermal. Playing this game like this goddamn piano. Came here for you to cry and blow out your candles. I know you a pimp too, but bitch, fuck your ego. Motherfucker, don't you know I'm high as an eagle? Up here looking down on you fucking seagulls. I'm in a spaceship while your feet are still on the floor. She like wherever he goes, I'ma follow. Knock one down and the rest fall like dominoes. Once she gets up, hold a dish, I bet she won't let go. Her looks in my game gon' make us some kilos. Yeah, motherfucker, yeah, you know that I'm Jangling Keys, big grand piano, blind grandma, she gon' notice me. Breaking all these goddamn money machines. Yeah, motherfucker, yeah, you know that I'm Jangling Keys, big grand pianos, blind grandma, she gon' notice me. Breaking all these goddamn money machines. I hate these modern day slave trader police officers. I would love to do nothing more than to make your coffin, sir. I'm an Angie's listed, trusted Jewish carpenter. And I ain't no pimp, I'm just out here walking. Man, it's heavyweight money to me, ain't nothing new, man. But these suckers sitting around talking shit like The View. No worries, man, you know I always know what to do. Change it up since everybody and their mama ballin' too. 7-layer with the wetsuit, rap dope. You get addicted to this money like it's Cheetos. I swear it will make you stop, drop, and roll. They don't want this whole house on fire smoke.
All right, that was Mr. Everything with his song Grand Piano. Dope song. I like the whole vibe of it. Man, phenomenal record. So guys, I want you to commit yourself. Is there something you know you need to do that you don't want to do? Do you know or do you need to make more sales calls, more connections, more networking on the internet, or maybe even start an exercise program, for the new year? If you like me, I actually put on more weight in the summer, so I'm like a grizzly bear. But then when it's spring and summer, I'm back to Slim Jim. But that's just me. That's just the way my chemical makeup goes. Now, don't get me wrong, the grizzly bear isn't fat. I'm just big. Or you can even learn a difficult new skill or confront someone. How can I put this? Okay. So, when you're trying to start new things, especially with the new year going on, it is very difficult to persuade someone, even yourself, to do something that you don't want to do. And the same holds for trying to persuade yourself. If you really don't want to do it, you won't. That's just simple facts. Yet there is something in you that knows you must. You say, hey, I want to work on my finances this year. But you keep spending money at the fast food restaurant instead of making your own lunch, which is way cheaper, by the way. And you know where you can save money at, but you continue on with the habit. So ask yourself why. And as you begin to see what it is really that you want, you'll find a way to make that commitment. Whether it's shaving off cigarettes, you don't want to start an exercise program because it's hard work. Once you pass the first day and you wake up and you can't move, you're like, I am comfortable being the way I am. Self-love, nah, listen. Because you wouldn't have started the first day. But you do want to feel better. And you do want to improve your game, whether it's golf, football, basketball, anything. And you do want your clothes to fit you better. So redefine the activity. Instead of trying to persuade yourself to start an exercise program, start a feel better improvement for more comfortable clothes program. Makes more sense because you have an objective, you have a goal in mind. Those are things you do want, things you will be willing to sign yourself up for. It's more than a matter of semantics. You'll do whatever you want to do no matter what it takes. Get clear on what you really want, and nothing, not even your own reluctance, can stand in your way. Take that from me, dini-mussolini. That is my word, and word is bond. But for right now, let's bring back the man of the moment, Mr. Everythang. You're back live with us and in our hot seat. So what are you going to perform for us?
Man, I'm going to do some cultivar, man. This is one of the songs I'm probably going to release just in and of itself. Not going to be on any album, so I'm just going to probably get like a little first verse of it.
Okay.
All right, cool. It goes. Nothing like multiplying, curing, smoking this weed. Just like big guns and ammo, this is all I need. If you want to stick around, bitch, follow my lead. Pardon, I got another one calling me. The goal is to go into a trance. I'm just a stolen caller, of this holy plant of many PPMs really does enhance. After every car this, I do my dance. After, like a newlywed, I can't wait to get home. I stay in the garden just like a gnome to attend to a beautiful set of clones. You get high just by walking by that room alone. I'm too fly, bitch. Gravity can't hold me down. In big cities, small towns that you can't pronounce. I had that zombie smoke for 900 an ounce times hundreds of pounds. Can you count? I'm a flyest brother that is on the scene, making money too big behind the scenes. Pheno hunting for the best out of thousands of seeds. A master grower, I just might be. Nothing like cultivating, curing, smoking this weed. Besides big guns and ammo, this is all I need. If you want to stick around, badge, follow my lead. Pardon, I got another one calling me. So that's just a little take on some stuff, man. A lot of people want to talk about, the holy plant, man, but not too many are master growers. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. But let's come on a different angle, man.
Yes, sir. Dope, man. So I'm gonna roll out there.
Before you get started, bro, I gotta say this, man. Hey, I love that message you just gave the folks, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, love that, man.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
So I'm gonna roll out the promo carpet for you, man, and you can shout out every social media or website link that you are located at.
Oh, man. First and foremost, before I even get started talking about myself, I gotta show love to my OG, man. 6'9" Mob, East Oakland. My homeboy, old boy, Cali Love, you know what I mean, who's up there in Connecticut right now. He has, it's called sexandstrains.com. You know, he does reviews on medical marijuana with beautiful ladies, man. Check my OG out, man. Big player, old school player. But yeah, people can check me out on Instagram at sa.ra.herukhuti. So that's Sarah Herukhuti. You can catch me up on there. You can go to the website, themreverythang.com. I'm going to have a whole bunch of unreleased singles and things up on there before I come with the new album, the second album. No features, no friends, no motherfucking features. You know what I mean? So I'm not dealing with no suckers and no busters. You know what I mean? None of them.
Right.
So it's going to be a solo one. I'm going to come out with that on the first day of spring, man. So, yeah, just check me out there, man. Plenty much love to everybody. And you, man. Plenty much love for that message. Building the people up, man.
Yeah, plenty much love, bro.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Anything else you wanted to add that I didn't bring up before we let you go?
Man. Hey, love each other, man. Have patience with each other. And most of all, respect each other. That's it, man.
Yes, sir. Man, we definitely appreciate you, man, and your time for coming on the show today. Much appreciation.
Always, man. Likewise, brother.
Yes, sir. We'll be looking out for you, man. Them 3 albums.
Oh, yeah. Loaded, baby. It's the Matrix.
Yes,
Take care.
All right, man. You have a good one. Yeah.
Thank you, my Vigilantes family, as always, for checking out my podcast over here at Vigilantes Radio. All episodes are available for free download, and you can grab that from either Spreaker.com/only1media group, iTunes, YouTube, any app that's on a Google Play or iTunes store, or our website. And that goes from every single episode that we've ever aired. If you'd like to request music or a particular guest or send something for me to play, email it to theradio@only1mediagroup.com. If it's music, please label it by artist and title. Here's my disclaimer. We are genre free, we do not judge, and we absolutely do not base our opinions on hearsay but facts alone. And actually, you can scratch all of that because all of my opinions are always right. That's the bottom line. This is my show, so deal with it. Nah, just kidding. On behalf of myself, dini-mussolini, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, either afterwards or live with us. Spread the word because sharing is caring. We stepped up our game just for you guys and our guests to make sure that you have the best experience here on our show. Be sure to connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, as well as Spreaker. We always follow back. That is the #1 rule. Okay, well, just remember to be yourself and be absolutely great at just doing that. Avoid being too comfortable because you're messing with your potential when you do that. Peace and have a good night.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds of the duo No Longer the Hero. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com. This is a Seventh Sign Regime Rebirth Worldwide Syndicate exclusive.